Jeez. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope you enjoyed last night's upload and our surprise visit to our future project, the fire truck. Oh, I just spit all over you, didn't I? So anyhow, Aaron got out here a little bit earlier than I did because we just moved into the new house and our freaking dishwasher quit working last night. And the main dishwasher, she wasn't too happy about that. So he went ahead and got, oh, there's a bird's nest in here. You see that?
Oh,
holy
shoot.
crap. There's no way that thing's been breathing any air. That might be why it has no power. Holy crap.
Yeah, the air filter is pretty clogged up over there too.
Huh. Well, anyway, so he got the big air canister off of it, and we're pulling the turbo off because like I told you guys yesterday, we're being sponsored by Industrial Injection. They're going to be hooking us up with a turbo. We're going to get this baby off and get some pictures sent over to Brett along with getting the injectors out of it and injection pump. So also I noticed something, and Aaron noticed, is this whole cartridge is just loose on the turbo. Like the clamp, I guess, I don't know if this is the clamp that holds it together or what, because this thing's ancient. But that's not supposed to happen. But both wheels do turn nice. I mean, well, it's obviously it's one wheel, but it spins nice and smooth, and there's no contact, but that's not good. So I'm gonna finish getting this thing unbolted. Aaron already got the bolts coated in blaster, and see if we can get it undone. The ratchet out here.
No, I don't have a ratchet out yet. There's the impact. Guess blaster helps a lot, don't it?
Oh yeah, big time. This big ol' hunk of junk turd right here, huh? It would be the very last one that don't want to move, huh?
Yep.
Dang it. Oh, there it went. That baby's hot. We're going to use new bolts anyway, so. That one's also hot. Dang it.
There goes the socket. There it is. Big old honky donk turbo here should fall right off. Yep.
This thing is a big turd. Oh my god, look at it. I have never seen a turbo like this, and I've been working on, well, pickup trucks for forever, and I think it's a big giant turd. Alright, well there it is. I don't see any coolant leaks or anything like that. You know, right now is gonna be the time to fix coolant leaks. Exhaust gasket wasn't blown, so right now I'm gonna take some pictures of that, get sent over to Brett and Industrial, and we're gonna start taking this big intake pipe off of it to get these valve covers and get these injectors out. Well, next up, I figured we'd use a proper tool here to pull this intake pipe off and get it out of the way. It fits that dang. They're perfect.
Perfect.
All right.
Let's get our bird's nest home out.
There we go. Look at all that stuff. It is bad. Here, hold this, and I'll get down. And we'll see how bad that bird's nest really is.
Ooh.
My. No wonder this thing didn't have no
Flip
power
it back
going
over
down.
and just set it down. Flip it that way.
This thing is full. Oh my gosh. Jeez. No wonder it didn't want to have no power going down the road.
That makes me wonder what the inside of the air box looks like.
Well, the air filter when we first went out started, it was clean, but holy crap. Alright, we'll put that right there.
Ooh.
Golly, that's crazy.
Talk about a hayfield, right?
I know, jeez. Alright. Ow. Well, folks, I've never torn into one of these Cummins engines, well, a big cam, so I don't know how the injectors come out, but I'm gonna figure it out. First things first, I probably need to get this out of my way. So, right there. Maybe it folds up. I don't know. Looks like it unbolts. And I need 13 millimeter there, brother. 1/2 inch, don't matter.
13 mil.
I think we're probably gonna do away with this big giant intake and put something else on it.
Make a cold air intake for big.
Well, we might do an intake like people were talking about, where they put the bird catcher.
Yeah. Here's that.
Is it on? Alright, watch out. We're not gonna use dish no more. We're gonna give her a good toss. Dang. That frees up a lot of space up here, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
Alright. See if we can climb down without hurting myself. Get the screwdriver up the butt. In reference to yesterday's video, everyone, about the stacks being too high, I read a really good comment. I don't know why we didn't think of that before, but what we're gonna do is unbolt these right here and bolt them up there, and we're gonna pull the stacks back apart. We probably won't film that, but we're gonna get it done, and we're gonna cut the center section enough so that it slides those down. So it slides the top ones down into that clamp, so I don't have to get another clamp, and it drops it probably a good 10 inches, maybe a foot. So it'll be under 13 feet. And I think we're gonna do, I did some measurements on the trailer. We're gonna be buying the fifth wheel plate. We'll go back another 6 inches, and we're gonna move the headache rack, because we're gonna have to unbolt it to mount the second battery box underneath there. We're going to move the headache rack about 2 inches back, maybe 3, so we clear the power steering reservoir there, and we don't have to worry about moving that, and it makes everything a lot easier. So, and while we got the stacks off, I'm gonna go ahead and weld that up. I should have welded that up already. But that's what's going on back here. They're gonna be brought down to a little under 13 foot, move the headache rack back 2 inches, and we may get a couple more U-bolts to hold this rack down so we don't have to worry about it vibrating or have any issues. But it's freaking stable now, guys. A lot of you don't believe me or think that, but yeah, so that's where we're at. See if we can, uh-oh, something's leaking coolant. Looks like that hose is bad, huh?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be replacing all these coolant hoses anyways, everyone, so.
I mean, 20 years old, that ain't too bad
Yeah.
for coolant hoses.
And oil feed line for the turbo is all ugly and looking crappy. And then the oil drain right there looks ugly too. Oh, if you already pulled that off, it's around here somewhere, yeah?
Yeah, it fell apart.
Okay, so anyways, change up the air intake, all that good stuff. I don't know what we're gonna do with this, because we probably should go ahead and pull that off, because if we're gonna be doing a big different intake on it,
we won't
that's
need
gonna
those
go away.
brand new
And
brackets.
for us driving it around for now, we can slap a little air filter on it till we figure out what we're gonna do. All right, get some of these bolts loose to hold this big air intake on here. There you go. And or the air intake mounting, whatever you want to call it. Get this baby pulled off of here. There's that. We're gonna toss her over there. Dang, that opens up so much space. Look at this huge water hose that they put on there. That is just flat out isn't needed. Just blows my mind. All right, everyone. So we've got the time lapse set up. I'm gonna start tearing into this bad girl. Aaron's gonna be handing me tools. I'm gonna be pulling the valve covers off and things like that. And we're gonna get these injectors out of it. So we're gonna roll with it. Here we go. Well, guys, before I start tearing all this stuff off, I think I'm gonna go ahead and blow everything out really good before because we're gonna have to pull these rocker boxes off, I think, to pull the injectors out. So yeah, good idea there. Some safety gear here made by whoever these are made by. Ow, that felt great. That's nasty. Alright, that should do it. Now I got plenty of dirt in my mouth. So, right quick, I just unbolted the upper valve cover, or the valve cover. Here we go. And like I said, guys, I've never been in one of these engines, so don't start judging me or all this other crap. So here you go, Aaron, valve cover. Maybe we can paint those when we put them back on.
Yeah.
And right inside here are all the valves, and right here is the injectors. And the way this engine works, it doesn't have injection lines that go to the injectors. It's got push rods that come off the cam and tell the injectors when to fire. So right here is the injector rocker that runs over to the injector and pushes it up and down to make it fire when it's supposed to. So it looks like we're going to pull the whole rocker box off to get the injectors out, but it looks like it's going to be pretty quick and easy. So that being said, I'm going to get this rocker box unbolted and get these injectors out. That's not 3/4. Is it metric or small? No, it is 3/4 actually.
I'm gonna go small battery in this because it's almost dead.
No, just don't worry about that right now. Let's get this done.
Here, you got one.
Need to clear a spot on the table so we can set these rocker boxes.
Okay.
But for now, we'll set it right there. So while I'm doing the next one, you can here. Well, everyone, right there is everything, and this engine looks really clean on the inside. Well, I did put new oil in it too, but look how big these freaking push rods are, Aaron. Holy crap! Those are huge. So we're not gonna mess with the push rods, but right here are these little push rods that go down in the injector that make them fire. So we pulling those out. If you were just watching time lapse, I pulled the rocker bridges off because these do have 4 valves per cylinder. There you go. Next we need to get a 12-point socket, it looks like, to pull these injector hold downs out and see if we can pull these injectors out of it. I'm assuming they just pull right at the top. Yeah. So I'm gonna find a 12-point socket and get them babies out. So a lot of you guys have been asking about whether the truck had Jake brakes on it or not. It does not. And while I've got these rocker boxes off of it, I'm going to see about getting a set of Jake brake rocker boxes and whatever's needed. But at least I'm gonna get the rocker boxes for now and get them installed so that later on I can hook up the Jakes. But I'd rather do it now while we've got the rocker boxes off of it. So we still gotta find 10-point socket. So guys, I just got all the push rods pulled out of it. We got all the rocker boxes off. I had to kind of mess with this like fan hub support. We're gonna be pulling the fan off of it anyways in the water pump. So I kind of just haggard that, but I got it off. We are replacing every single hose, airline, everything on this engine. So if you see me cut something or anything like that, don't get too scared. But we did find a 3/8, thankfully to the neighbor. He had a 3/8 12-point socket. I didn't have anything over here. So we get these injectors pulled out. I know it does look dirty and you can see some dirt kind of fell in the engine. So I pulled the push rods out on purpose because I'm going to shove a bunch of rags down in the holes there. And we're going to come over here with a vacuum and just try to vacuum everything out of it real good and then hit it with some brake clean. That was easy. That was a little tight. The battery on the impact's going dead too. It's crazy how simple these engines are. They are just really simple. All right, I'm gonna hand you all these injector hold downs. Okay.
Oh well, we're getting new ones, right?
Well, I don't want to tear up nothing in the engine. There's no fuel. Oh, yeah, they just come out from what it looks like. There we go. One down. Guy, make any more noise? That's a funny looking injector. Look at all that
Bullet
old
style.
diesel on it still. See, that's old diesel fuel. Yeah, it even smells like old diesel. Them are some funny looking injectors though, and all
bullet style it looks.
Bullet style? You know what you're talking about. You're so full of crap.
I don't know. I'm just calling it bullet style. It looks
Those are
like a
crazy
bullet,
looking, aren't they? Well, I guess there's one injector. We'll get the other 6 pulled out.
What happened with the screwdriver? Not big enough?
Not strong enough, so there's another injector. Set it right there, brother. Watch out for the chrome. Yeah, I'm trying to get these injectors out. But that crow's foot right there is a little too big, so I'm gonna get a smaller one. So guys, we got all the injectors out of it, and this style engine has what's called injector cups, and see if I can get down in there. And you can see the brass cups down in there, and they look dirty. I don't know if they're bad or not. I'm gonna reach out to Industrial, who's building the injectors and stuff, and see if they think we need to replace the injector cups in it or not. So I'm gonna get some rag stuff down all these holes, and then we're gonna get the vacuum cleaner out here and get all this dirt vacuumed up off the top of the engine, and get it prepped so it can be sit for a couple days without us messing with it. So we got all these rag stuff in the injector holes, the push rod hole, stuff like that. I'm gonna get the shop vac up here. We're gonna get this thing vacuumed and then kind of cover it up with some more rag so I don't have to worry about it getting nasty. And then we're gonna tack that injection pump over here on the other side. Well, I'm gonna go and get all the dirt vacuumed out of this bad girl. The birds are having a heyday over there in that tree, I tell you what. That should be good enough. We're gonna get these towels laid over and get it covered up. Well, folks, we've got the injection pump we're about to pull off. I've got to undo a couple wire connectors. The main fuel connector right here where the fuel filter is. We are gonna replace the fuel filter. I may end up putting like a fast fuel pump on it depending on what Industrial wants us to run for fuel pressure with this setup. So we're gonna roll the time lapse now and get this pump pulled off. Well, everyone, I've got all the bolts off of it. There's bolts to hold it to the back of the air compressor I got loose. I don't think there's any like support brackets on this pump. I don't find any anywhere, so I'm gonna assume there aren't any. Bumpers behind it, of course. So we should be able just to push this, and it should come well, just like that. Oh, shoot, there's one more freaking thing back there. Get that loose. One more fuel line I missed. And of course, this one's gonna be a 5-minute unscrewer. Well, I got that piece loose that was holding it. Well, there we go. There's our injection pump. We'll set her right there. And this little snubber right here, or like a, what do you even call this thing? What drives the pump off the air compressor, it looks brand new. I think this air compressor's probably been replaced not too long ago. Obviously it's all rusty, so it's not the original one. So we'll leave that right there. Cover that up with a rag or something so it don't go anywhere. And yeah, now I got the injection pump off. We're gonna take it over the table, take the fuel filter off of it, and go from there. Okay, now we got it inside the shop. We'll put it on our workbench here. And yeah, someone's replaced the air compressor not too long ago, so I think once we get it working and get back out on the road with it and it starts really putting its life in, it'll probably start working a lot better. It's a little slow to build it. Well, it's probably slow to build air pressure because it's got a bunch of air leaks, so we got to fix. So here's our injection pump. Let me call Brett right quick and see if he wants me to leave this fuel filter housing on it or not. I don't really know of any way to really, I guess there's just those 2 bolts there. We'll just take those off and do that. Go ahead and turn this baby off a bit and dispose of this filter. That shouldn't leak anything. Okay, well, there's that. I'm surprised the diesel's not like eating through this stuff. Hardware right there for the pump. I'm gonna set the filter right here for now. We can throw it away another day. And we need to go find some. I don't think we're gonna mess with that. I think we're just gonna leave that alone. So, there's the injection pump. So what we're gonna do is get this boxed up, take this with us to the shop tomorrow along with the injectors and get all this shipped out to industrial injection. Probably second day of this stuff so we can get it there by Friday. Or tomorrow, oh shoot, tomorrow's Thursday, so we'll have it Monday, I guess. And get it there. So here we are, guys. Got a lot of engine work done tomorrow. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and continue working on the engine because I just wanna get the engine torn down and see what we need. We're gonna go ahead and get the water pump off of it, get the fan hub off of it, because if you guys remember earlier in the videos, probably about a month ago, we spun the fan hub and it had a lot of noise, including the water pump. So I wanna get everything ordered that we need from Cummins, from gaskets, even if we have to do new rocker boxes for the Jake brakes, and go from there. I'm gonna see if there's maybe an aftermarket better exhaust manifold, I don't know. And see about those injection cups also. So with all that being said, guys, this is a wrap for today's video. Hope you enjoyed us finally turning some wrenches on the engine. It's been a while since I've turned wrenches on a diesel engine, probably solid 4 or 5 months. So make sure you smash the like button, drop a comment down below if you're excited to see this engine roll some freaking horsepower out of them stacks, if you know what I mean. And maybe Aaron and I can get these stacks dropped down where they need to belong and get that taken care of. So subscribe to the channel, guys. We'll catch you later. Peace. Oh, run real quick. For a lot of you guys that have placed orders on the internet, on the web store, brucewilsonshop.com, the Will It Start keychains, I'm waiting on more to come in. The company I deal with, for whatever reason, takes forever. I ordered them like 2 freaking months ago. So guys, for all of you that have been patient waiting on your orders to show up, I will be including tons of extra goodies in the boxes, so I hope you all enjoy those. And I think that any other public service announcement? Oh, everybody wonders why we're in shorts. It's because it's like 85 degrees here in Florida right now. So see you later, please.